others look up to. A station where professionalism and class come to play. So in whatever we do, be it news, sports, politics, information and culture, even in entertainment, tourism, education, documentaries and kids programming, we set the standard others want to beat. MTF 10, no one does it better. MTF 10, station for excellence.
On the news tonight, workers ready for celebration as federal government declares tomorrow public holiday. National Assembly resumes sitting after Easter Salah holidays. Plus, latest in the world of sports. A very good evening to you, and it's good to have you join us on news at 7 on Lagos Channel 10. I'm Anna Luapo, Ilua Turkey. The federal government has declared Wednesday, 1st May 2024, public holiday to commemorate this year's Workers' Day. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who made the declaration in a statement, reiterated the need for excellence, efficiency, and equity in all spheres of labor. Tunji-Ojo reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to fostering a culture of innovation, productivity, and inclusivity in the workplace. While acknowledging the contribution of workers, the minister called for proactive measures to mitigate adverse effects of climate change through synergy in the implementation of sustainable practices and policies that promote well-being in the workplace and in building a nation guided by the principles of integrity, diligence, and compassion. He also urged Nigerians to remain committed to the renewed hope agenda and wishes workers a happy celebration. Senate reconvenes plenary after about 6 weeks of recess in the remodeled Red Chamber. The lawmakers of the 10th are sitting in the redesigned chamber for the first time since the inauguration on June 13, 2023. The chamber has been undergoing renovation since August 2022. Plenaries were before now held in the temporary chamber, which was a committee room converted for that purpose. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, in an address welcoming the lawmakers from the break, made reference to the multifaceted challenges confronting Nigeria and called for collective efforts to find sustainable solutions.
Let us also not forget the importance of cooperation with our constituents while we are here. We are elected to represent their voices, their hopes, and their dreams. It is through our engagement and our partnership with them that we can truly make a meaningful impact on the lives of all Nigerians. Even the development we are yearning for as a nation. So we must.
The sitting thereafter continued behind closed doors. In another development, the House of Representatives has resumed plenary after a 40-day recess for the Easter and Salah holidays. National Assembly correspondent Mitara Ikben reported that the House held plenary in the renovated chamber equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, which lawmakers says befit the dignity of the legislature. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, in his opening remarks at plenary, says the Green Chamber remains committed to security of lives and property in the country by supporting the security agencies while condemning the state of terrorist attacks on schools this year. The House advocates the establishment of a dedicated fund specifically for school safety.
Target for terrorists and kidnappers. These acts are not only heinous, but are direct attacks on the future of Nigeria and rob children of their right to education and secure childhood. The implication of these assaults stretch far beyond the immediate pain and destruction they cause. They sow fear in communities, discourage school attendance, and potentially stifle the education of the generation. We will not allow the ambition of our children to be thwarted by fear. The House stands united with the armed forces and will advocate for comprehensive strategies to safeguard our schools.
Speaker Abbas enjoined lawmakers to rededicate themselves to legislating for the welfare and well-being of Nigerians, stressing that to whom much is given, much is expected. Lagos residents have appealed to stakeholders in the oil sector to find a lasting solution to the current fuel scarcity being experienced in the metropolis. Joe Popola was at some of the fueling stations for a situation reports.
Fix to the lingering fuel queues in Lagos as the scarcity of petrol continues to take its toll on the cost of living, especially transportation and other basic needs.
Look at the town, go to this place. You see a lot of people suffering. For a beautiful country like this is my country. I love Nigeria.
Getting fuel is a challenge. Getting public transport is a challenge. As I'm trekking, I'm even trekking where there's no hold up.
Coming to work is stressful, and going back home is stressful. The cost of transportation is ×2.
Pulling through this unpalatable situation has become not just survival of the fittest, but smartest, with black marketers making brisk business. Lagos residents, just like other Nigerians, are hoping the situation will improve before the end of the week. In Lagos, Joel Popola, NTA News.
The Lagos State government on Tuesdays pledged its support for the recent pronouncements by the Minister of Education, Professor Taiwo Mamman, that the age for student admission into university schools be increased from 16 to 18 years. As a news briefing in Alausa, Ikeja, the State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Mr. Tolani Sule, said the decision was in the best interest of students in the long term. Mr. Sule explained that young tertiary education students seemed unsure of what they wanted in the university and quickly became discouraged by irrelevancies and vices. He said most of the students were not physically and mentally prepared for university education, therefore no reason to rush children through the rigors. You're still watching news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. We'll be back after this time out. Please don't go away.
The NTA Lagos Channel 10 hereby advise the general public to make their suggestions, observations, and complaints on our transmission and programs to the following numbers: 006-286-9036 or 0810-910-6416, or email us at ntlagoschannel10gm@gmail.com or lagozone@nbc.gov.com.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Glad to have you back. If you're just joining us, you're watching news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. And on foreign scene, 4 officers shot dead and 4 injured in U.S. attack. Press Chukuma has details of these and more on foreign scene.
4 law enforcement officers were shot dead and 4 others were injured while serving a warrant in Charlotte, North Carolina in the United States on Monday. Officials reported at least one suspected attacker found dead in the front yard of a barricaded home after a deadlock that lasted 3 hours. The report also reveals that 2 armed suspects were involved in what was considered as one of the deadliest assaults in U.S. law enforcement in decades. Furthermore, about droned after a boat Atlantic riot from West Africa to Europe began to sink 60 miles south of Canary Island of El Hierro. About 9 people were rescued from the craft early on Monday after a passing boat contacted Spain's Salvamento Maritimo Rescue Service, therefore dispatching a fast boat and a helicopter from its base in Tenerife. A spokesperson from Salvamento arrived and rescued 9 people and took them to El Hierro Airport for medical treatment. That's all on foreign news. I am Praise Chukuma.
Away from foreign scene, Timaya blasts team members over involvement in online drama. Odrayo Ogundipe brings these and more and entertainment tidbits.
Nigerian singer Timaya has called out of a member of his team, Bolaji Fadipe, for involving him in the social media drama between Davido, Wizkid and Don Jazzy. It was reported that Wizkid generated outrage online on Monday over a controversial post about Marvel Records boss. Don Jazzy described him as a mere influencer. In the heat of the argument, Wizkid also lambasted Davido and his associates. Timaya's team members shared a photo of him on the X platform with the caption "Industry War." Timaya acknowledged that he disliked interfering with other people's business, but his team member Bolaji did not follow his instruction. He wrote, "Bolaji Fadipe, you are a madman for threatening with my handle." He warned him severally, but he wouldn't listen. Also said he mind his business. The guy doesn't listen because he works with his team, and for him to have access doesn't mean he should put him on his business. On the foreign scene, Billie Eilish, the singer-songwriter, geared up to embark on a world tour in support of her forthcoming third album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. The album is set to be released on May 17th, and it was reported that the Live Nation will produce tour will kick off September, quick break, and also to be continued throughout North America until December. In February 2025, Eilish will hit Australia, followed by Europe, UK, Ireland from April to late July. It was announced that the tickets will be available for pre-sale on Monday 30, including additional pre-sales running throughout the week. According to The Verity, Eilish said that he will continue a collaboration with the environmental non-profit Reverb for the tour, focusing on the reducing greenhouse gas pollution and minimizing single-use plastic waste, and portion of ticket sales on North American will also contribute to Reverb's initiatives. And that is it on Entertainment News Desk. I am Ojayo Gudipe.
Many thanks, Oduaya, for that entertainment tidbit. Up next is Sports Updates with Gift George.
Now, here's George. Oh! That's a terrific goal by Vinny George.
About 30 years ago, he scored one of Nigeria's iconic World Cup goals to help the Super Eagles beat Greece by 2-0 for the team to make it to the round of 16 at the USA 94 World Cup. Former Super Eagles winger Finidi George, who spent 20 months as assistant coach Russo Pesero, has been appointed coach of the Super Eagles, and this has generated reactions amongst football followers in the country. The 52-year-old, who presently coaches Nigerian League champions Eimba, would hope to guide the Super Eagles to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
For the NFF to have gone that way, that's Finidi's way. It shows that the World Cup qualifiers, nothing needs to be taken into chance.
I think it only makes sense to go for continuity. Finidi has been part of that team through the AFCON. He knows the players, they understand him.
Still on football, on the local front, the board of the Nigerian National League has announced Enugu as the host of the 2024 Super 8, slated for May 23 to 30. Chairman of the league board, George Allo, said the league board is happy to have the home of football, which will play host to the tournament. The Super 8 is organized annually at the end of the league to determine the overall second tier of the league as well as teams that will get promotion to the Elite League.
Very first match will be on the 24th at the Nanyang Stadium. And the final game will be on the 30th. There will be, on the whole, 13 matches.
In other news, Naval Training Command are champions of the 2024 Inter-Command Sports Competition of the Nigerian Navy, held at the Sports Complex of Navy Town, Ojo in Lagos. The team won gold medals in female and male volleyball events, with another gold medal in the male tug-of-war.
Mentally and physically fit people chase criminals like cruel thieves and smugglers than when you have people that are not fit.
Eastern Naval Command came second with 2 gold medals after winning the football event with a slim 1-0 victory over their counterpart, Logistics Command of the Nigerian Navy team. With sports updates, Gifts George, NTA News.
On that note, we've come to the end of the English version of news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Many thanks for your time. The Ogoch news is coming up shortly after this timeout. I'm Anna Luakbo, Iliwa Toki. Good evening.